Both Garry Nolan and Hal Puthoff have responded to AARO and Oak Ridge National Labs analysis of the famous bismuth metamaterial. So let's talk about it. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Yeah, okay, so here's what Garry Nolan said. Until they release the raw data files behind the figures so that others can verify the results, this report remains as conclusions, not data. Yeah, so others need to verify the results of, probably any scientific inquiry, but I wonder if he's specifically needling AARO. Others need to do this, not AARO. I don't know if that's what he meant by that, but that's what I mean by it. But he says, first, it has not gone through peer review. Does AARO even know what that means to the credibility score for a report? It means the results are unverified. This is indicative of a media play, not science. So this is for disinformation purposes. This is propaganda. It seems to be what Garry Nolan is saying. That is a major claim, and I love it. He also says, I'd be thrilled for the results to be true. It means an extraordinary claim has been taken off the table by simple evidence. This means more time to focus on the real data. AARO should release the raw data if they want to seal the deal. Okay, interesting points, Garry. Interesting points. But we also have a response from Dr. Hal Puthoff, thanks to Joe Murgia. He says he reached out to Dr. Hal Puthoff this morning about the AARO Oak Ridge assessment of the bismuth magnesium sample, and I received this reply. Our preliminary assessment of the analysis report. Oak Ridge concludes that the isotope ratios match those of terrestrial materials. Therefore, it appears likely that manufacture of the sample was terrestrial based. This appears correct. Now, I think, let's get into what he says after this. Based on my ultra-terrestrial hypothesis attached, this might not necessarily indicate purely mundane sourcing from terrestrial manufacture. Yeah, and that's exactly right. More and more people are in the know, like Hal Puthoff, but others as well are talking about the ultra-terrestrial hypothesis. The idea that we might not be alone, not just in the universe, but here on planet Earth. So could the bismuth material or metamaterial, even if it was made here on Earth, be anomalous in some fashion? Absolutely, yes, it could. The randomized nanocrystalline structure of the bismuth layers, as opposed to pure crystalline layers, argues against their use as a reduced-size THZ waveguide medium, as discussed in the literature by Podolsky. I got that right. This appears to be a reasonable interpretive conclusion from their examination. However, as part of our follow-up inquiry, we should ask if the randomized nanocrystalline structure of the bismuth layers might be the result of a crash-induced randomization of initially crystalline layers. Okay. 3. Unaddressed was the now well-established difficulty in bonding bismuth and magnesium layers together. This raises the possibility of advanced manufacturing of the sample despite the mundane component distribution. Yeah, again, so it may be anomalous, even if it was, the components are known components. Based on the subtleties of the points raised above, there remains topics worthy of some further discussion. So yeah, according to Hal Puthoff, the conversation is not over on the bismuth metamaterial. I love it. Howard E. Puthoff, PhD, Institute for Advanced Studies at Austin, Westlake Hills. I just had to read that part because that is where I am from, is Westlake. That's where I grew up. Love Westlake. Nice area of Austin, right where the hill country is beginning. Beautiful part of Austin. Anyway, so there's what Garry and Hal Puthoff have to say about the bismuth metamaterial and AARO's analysis of it. And Garry Nolan almost outright calling it propaganda, and Hal Puthoff saying, yes, while they may technically be correct, their interpretation doesn't account for the subtleties that may point to something more anomalous going on. So they were using the truth to tell a lie, which of course is classic disinformation, if Hal is correct. So let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. Smash the like button and the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't miss a thing. Join me on social media, Facebook and Twitter, links below. Love to see you guys there. And if you wanted to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, consider grabbing a coffee mug or a t-shirt in the merch store below, or by becoming a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, there's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.